Anytime there's a top 10 clash, the focus of the entire nation zooms in on a game like that. When it's a conference showdown, the stakes are even higher. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Power football with the run. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Now, guys, when it comes to LSU, this is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number 1 on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme. And sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough. So got to continue to play well within the conference.
That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards. Quarterback making adjustments. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Caught near the sticks. It's Branch. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a 1st down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
1st down, operating in the red zone and doing it in a den of noise. Run in the red zone. It's Frazier. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
And those those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to get the corner. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, give on the inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Got it behind the line. It's Watkins. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's Nussmeier. He fires a bullet to the right. Makes the grab on the big throw. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on 1st down. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. He wants to throw it again. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they will score! Touchdown, Tiger!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point is good. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air. It's Stockton. Here's the pressure. At the 35, he's loose. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Flips it out on the screen. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more from the quarterback position this season.
They do need more, but I tell you what, they didn't help him the whole spot array, right? The offensive line, running backs, receivers, it was kind of below average for every position, but the quarterback is the tone setter, the captain, and having a guy like Gunner at the helm, man, this is a dude they all trust, they all respect, and I expect this offense to bounce back in a big way.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run the toss. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
You know, I know that wasn't a big gainer, but that's going to set some stuff up later for this offense. Trying to run the football and get it established is huge because play-action pass is a big part of what they try to do when they're throwing the ball.
To the ground with the back. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. They're in makeable field goal range, but on 4th down with this deficit, they'll leave the offense on the field. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Dogs will snap it on 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He wants it all. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
Back to pass, it's Stockton. Using the quick game. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. They're going to pass on the field goal. They're still looking for 6 in this situation. They'll run the option. Oh, and he ruins the big gainer with a fumble. The 50, the 40, the 20, the 10. Touchdown LSU. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory. He might have a question or two to answer about that decision. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for room, it's Frazier. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, pound, pound. The dog pound. Run the football. Be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship. Herschel Walker. You go all through the names. So many great running backs that run with an edge that are dogs.
Might as well give it to him again. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Here's the handoff. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Catch in the middle. It's Bell. Wide open spaces. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
And the Bulldogs will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires left. A strike downfield. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. With the run on 1st and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Wide out trying to get it in. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Pulls it, fired complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, give the defense credit on that one, because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Fires it down the seam. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. But if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Might be calling a hot route. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. Caught over the middle. It's Durham. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon.
Return goes out of bounds.
They will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Out of the gun to give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Fires to the wideout. intercepted to stop the threat. Trying to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Wide receiver going in motion. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Gets the toe down, but didn't go forward at all.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Might be changing the route. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He puts a lot of air under him down the sideline. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Lets it fly. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Just drives in between the uprights. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Throws to the wideout. Hauls it in. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot, it takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
Looking downfield on first down. He wants to go deep. He's got it. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And a really good job focusing on the catch. A lot of people get lost on their feet and trying to stay in bounds, but did a good job catching the football first and then getting that 1 foot they needed in bounds.
From the gun, the ground game. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Nowhere to go with the ball and down. He goes at the 39.
Well, they're able to get the negative play, great individual effort. I know LSU's defense always goes by DBU, but they've had some big-time players up front on that D-line, too. And you think recently, guys like Marcus Spears, Glenn Dorsey, Kiki Mingo, Daniil Hunter, dudes that can line up one-on-one. These guys are like avatars with their frames. So difficult to block and so athletic. That's what this guy reminds you of sometimes.
And they're going to try to convert on 4th down, 1 for 2 so far today. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. He was looking for some big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
How about the big fella? I know this is not in his job description to pick off passes, but the eye-hand coordination, able to get his big paws up there, stabs it out of Aaron. It was like he was almost surprised he had the football. Just start rumbling and stumbling once he'd had possession.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Quarterback may change this route. To throw, it's Nussmeier. Shoots it to the left. Finds a man all alone. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Well, it's a nice job by him making the catch, but, guys, you got to secure the ball and put it away. The play's not over, and give the defender credit for knocking it loose, and the defense jumps on it.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. The give on the inside. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out the quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
From the gun, the running back has it. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
From the gun on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. He fires one deep down the right side. He's loose. It's a running room. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, LSU!
abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Got him downfield. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. They cross midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. That's caught. It's Frazier. Hard running there. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a 1st down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Bell. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. And the Dogs racing to the line in the hurry-up. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He'll take a shot. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. Makes the quick grab. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. You string together a few games like this, and all of a sudden you're pursuing Jamar Chase for that single-season receiving record.
And pursuing some postseason hardware, too, baby. Like, you're trying to be the best receiver in football. You're trying to be an All-American, and it's plays like this that starts getting that pub going, the hype train going, and at the end of the year, you want to be like, best receiver in football? Where's he from? Baton Rouge.
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Unloads to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
and leaves it on the outside. And this one will be stopped for no gain. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Hands it off. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's fourth down. Huge play here late, and this crowd is coming to help the defense. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And that's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance between the other squad.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clobbered.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Got it in the middle, it's Watkins. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
He'll throw on third down. Snagged in the middle. It's Green. Oh, he's getting ahead of State. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
He might want another play. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Durham. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Green. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
This is one of those unique situations in a game as a head coach. You're trying to feel the momentum, and what's your confidence in your quarterback, because you've got fourth, you're in field goal range, but you've got the weapons to get one more completion and ice this thing. So do you kick the field goal or do you go for it?
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Florida State is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Doak Campbell Stadium, one of the more special places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Duke. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Unloads to the right. It's complete. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Here comes the heat. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Georgia going up tempo.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And on offense right now, you're at a juncture here of the game in the fourth quarter, trailing the way you are. You can't punt anymore. Execution has got to be at a premium, and on that fourth down, they're able to hook up, move the sticks, and keep this momentum going.
To the air, it's Stockton. That's caught. It's Thomas. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. A 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Running with the fullback. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And it's the throwback fullback picking up the first down. Great effort on fourth, surging ahead to keep his offense on the field.
The Bulldogs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's dealt. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Give him 6. Touchdown, Dogs!
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Fair catch called for and made. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Back to pass. Right down the middle. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Here's a heat. Quickly out to the tight end.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
The clock keeps going tick, 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 tick as the offense takes a knee inside.